Have
So
you
why do you
tested?
think?
Fuck it.
So why do you think Luffy could beat Akainu right now?
Well, it's very simple in the fact of Akainu relies heavily on his devil fruit, and well, armament hockey completely fucks that over. Well, it doesn't disable it, of course, but it definitely will hurt him a lot.
Why Akainu doesn't rely on his devil fruit?
He relies on it a lot.
Remember
Most of
when
his
he made
moves.
that huge barrier in Marineford with the other admirals using armament hockey? That was Ryo.
Yeah,
Something Luffy didn't learn until recently, and Akainu knew it 2 years ago.
true. He could be more powerful now
And
ever since
he has an
Marineford.
awakened devil fruit probably because he's an admiral.
True, but fuck Akaiji. How do you
Akainu.
pronounce his name again? No,
Akainu.
the other guy, the ice guy.
Oh,
Uh,
Aokiji.
Aokiji. There we go. That's how you pronounce it. Okay. Aokiji doesn't have an awakened devil fruit from what we've seen, and so does the light
He
guy.
does
Whatever.
have, wait, why doesn't he have an awakened devil fruit?
We haven't seen it yet.
Well,
We've
we
seen.
haven't seen Whitebeard's awakening, but like he fought against Garp, and we assume he had an awakened fruit, right?
We do assume they might have an awakened devil fruit, but none of the admirals have been confirmed to have an awakened devil fruit.
I guess that's true.
I mean, at this point, saying the awakenings are that powerful is saying that the 4 demon guards of Impel Dawn could easily body Whitebeard. No, they couldn't.
Wait, why? Well, I'm not gonna say why. Okay, so what I'm gonna say here is we have to assume they have awakenings because Luffy's had his devil fruit for 10 years about, and he's been using it constantly. The admirals have had their devil fruits, at the very least, the light one, Kizaru. He's had his devil fruit for like 20 years at this point. And he's been using it constantly because that's his job.
Well, we have no. What about Brook? We don't have any confirmation at all if he's awakened. He could be, for all we know. Yeah, Brook.
Well,
He's had his devil
think
fruit
like when his
for
soul leaves
over
his
80
body,
years.
I think that's his awakening. Where his soul leaves his body. The revive is only supposed to revive you, so why can he do that?
True. But also, it's
Chopper's awakened.
I don't
Chopper
think
accidentally
Chopper's
unlocked his awakening.
Oh, maybe it's a forced awakening with Rumble Balls.
Oh yeah, no, it's confirmed. It said it once that Chopper accidentally awakened his fruit by experimenting with Rumble Balls. That's his monster form.
Source.
Source? Here, let me pull it up.
Swear to God, if you say source, I made it the fuck up.
No, it's an actual thing.
Yeah, please bring up the source. I don't believe you in the slightest. I believe it's a good theory, but, like, you know. There's an ice cream truck outside my house right now. Now I want ice cream. Who's that food?
Well, apparently I was wrong about the Brook thing. But, here. Chopper is very close to actually awakening his devil fruit. He's a Zoan type, so let's look at some awakened Zoan users. The guards of Impel Down. Crocodile confirmed that they are awakened Zoans and stated that they have extreme physical toughness and recover very quickly and turn into monster forms. So his monster point would be his awakened form. Which makes sense. What's the awakened form of a human being a giant?
So, alright.
Wait 1 second. Let me find, like, the actual quote of Oda saying that the monsters in Impel Down were awakened devil fruit users.
Crocodile said it himself. I think
Crocodile. And the only reason they're awakened is because they have monster forms. So Monster Chopper would then, by proxy, be an awakened devil fruit user, unlocked by Rumble Balls.
No, I always thought that Monster Point was more of the monster of humanity.
Which would still make sense to be an awakened form, but...
And he's gained control of Monster Point now, and but I think Monster Point has lost its. I still think Monster Point has lost its flair ever since post friendship.
Wait, was it Queen who he smacked? I forgot.
I don't know. Enos Lobby was peak Chopper, and everybody agrees.
Anyways, I think Akainu would, for one, beat Luffy currently because he's a fleet admiral, and assumedly, he's. So, do you think he's gonna fight Blackbeard or the Marines first, Luffy?
See, it's a very tough. I think we're gonna have a War of Marineford-like thing.
Well, yeah, we are. Oda confirmed that there's going to be a war arc. But what I'm asking you is, do you think he fights Blackbeard first, or does he fight Akainu first?
I think it's gonna be a three-way war.
A three-way war between the Marines, Luffy, and Blackbeard?
Correct, and maybe Shanks in there too, just depending.
Along with the Revolutionary Army and stuff?
Yeah. I think it's gonna
Personally,
be a
I think
massive
he's going to
war.
fight Blackbeard first because it's the Versus 4 Emperor saga. He has to fight all 4 Emperors. I think
True.
next the Straw Hats are going to Elbaf.
Well, from what we've seen and the direction, many people theorize he's going to Whitebeard's home. I forgot what it's called, but from where he said, I think he's going southeast. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's where the
I don't know. I actually haven't read the most recent chapter.
Me neither. I just got it from a bunch of theory videos.
Anyways, I think they're gonna fight Blackbeard first because they have to complete Versus 4 Emperors. Maybe it's not a conclusive fight, but they will fight him. And if this is the Versus 4 Emperor saga, then after that would have to be the Marines. And so, what would be the point if they fight Blackbeard, who's gonna be stronger than Kaido, who Luffy beat by like barely, extremely close fight.
Yeah, the only mistake he won was
Blackbeard is going to be more powerful than that.
I think Blackbeard is a good enemy for Luffy's awakening. You know, ever since he's awakened the Sun God,
because
his
he
fruit
can negate his
yeah,
he can negate his Toon Force thing.
But also, many people theorize. I do kind of support this theory that his devil fruit. Every time he uses the Sun God form, he loses a bit of himself in it.
And slowly becomes like the actual Sun God Nika.
Yeah. And that's why if he continues to use it, he's gonna slowly get absorbed and just lose himself in it.
I think he's gonna be. I think it just saps away his lifespan because something that's been happening. My personal theory for what's gonna happen at the end of One Piece is after like the war, because Luffy's taken so much stuff that's sapped away from his lifespan. He's gonna start dying like Roger did, and that's gonna start another pirate age for Two Piece. But
here's my deal: why would awakening his own devil fruit? I mean, the Buddha form didn't do that. Any other zone types don't do that. So why would Luffy's fruit do that? I get Gear 2, that's literally messing with his bloodstream. Gear 3 is literally extending his bones. Gear 4, I don't really get Gear 4 in the slightest. But Gear 5 is literally just a transformation.
Oh, Gear 4 is something called vulcanization. Basically, when rubber heats up to a certain point, it becomes super strong and super stretchy. So.
Oh. But no, in Gear 5, like, Chopper doesn't, like, lose his lifespan from just turn and transformation. So why would Luffy?
Because Luffy's is a mythical zone, and therefore it's unique.
What about Phoenix?
So wait. Wait. Let me just put why I think Akainu wins like this. How well do you think Sanji would do in a fight against Luffy?
It would be a very tough fight. I mean, they're pretty strong on their own, but I do believe Luffy would eventually win.
So Sanji is a second commander. He's Luffy's second commander, Zoro's his first.
Yeah.
Ace was the second commander of one of the strongest people in the world, Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Ace was in his prime, second commander, so he should be at that tier. Akainu one-shot Ace.
Here's my deal
Before
here.
becoming a fleet admiral, he one-shot Ace.
I don't agree
Ace
with the whole
is a
commander.
second commander. I think Ace is weaker than current Sanji. But I don't think
Yeah.
it's enough to make up for the difference of... I don't think Luffy could one-shot Sanji. And
Well, the
I think
skills
Akainu
too.
could get close. Akainu has the strongest Devil Fruit in terms of offensive power. It's confirmed.
Yeah, but Whitebeard had the strongest devil fruit in terms of just destroying the fucking world.
Well, yeah, it's destroying the world, meaning that Akainu's durability is insanely high for taking multiple punches from it.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
still
if Whitebeard's Devil Fruit, you just gave me so much ammunition, guy. If Whitebeard's Devil Fruit is more powerful than Luffy's in terms of offense, and Akainu is able to take these punches left and right like they're... Well, not like they're nothing. He was getting his... I'm not gonna lie, he was getting absolute shit beat out of him. But
yeah. But here's my deal here. The shield, even with gear like Gear 4, Gear 4 could probably whoop Akainu's ass. Gear 5 not included. But if Gear 5 was in the picture, yeah, Akainu doesn't stand a chance.
So did you just say... Wait, so you just said you think Gear 4 can beat Akainu?
Yes, Gear 4. I mean, you've seen Gear 4
4
completely...
Okay, so...
Remember, Gear 4 Luffy was pretty much on par with Kaido. Just Kaido managed to get the upper hand eventually. Like, Gear 4 Luffy was...
Luffy wasn't... So how big of an increase do you think Gear 5 is then?
Like, at least a huge
Kaido
increase.
wasn't getting destroyed by Gear 5. It was still kind of close. Luffy was definitely winning, but...
Yeah. But, I mean, Gear 4, Kaido was still whooping... Luffy was still whooping Kaido with Gear 4. It's just Kaido, with it, he's more experienced than Luffy and eventually got it.
I think that Gear 4... So, how well do you think Gear 4 Luffy would do against Zoro?
Pretty damn well.
How far
But
do you
Zoro
think Gear
knows
5
Luffy.
Luffy? Do you think... How far do you think... how well do you think Zoro would do against Gear 5 Luffy?
Zoro would be dead instantly.
I thought you said
then
Sanji
again,
put up a good fight.
I never said about Gear 5 now, did I?
Okay, so Gear 5, you think Zoro's dead instantly?
I mean, not instantly. Zoro would put up a half-decent fight, but in general, Zoro doesn't know. Zoro knows a lot.
No,
about
I agree
Luffy.
with you
Zoro
that Luffy's like a lot stronger than Zoro at this point.
Yeah. Zoro's strong. He went up against
Zoro's like
Kaido.
cutting it close with King, and like Luffy's 1v1ing Kaido. I agree with you there, but how well do you think Zoro would do against Akainu?
Pretty well. I mean, he went up against. Remember, he went up against Kaido. He cut Kaido.
He cut Kaido. So you think Zoro is Admiral level?
I don't believe in the whole leveling system. I believe each person has different skills and stuff. But
Okay, well, I'll agree with you there, but...
Yeah, I believe Zoro's Admiral level.
You think Zoro could beat the Light Fruit guy?
Easily.
Easily?
Or, not easily.
Oh, wait.
It would be a good fight. It would be an extremely good fight. But
so you think King would also beat an Admiral?
Yeah. I think it would also be more of an even fight with King and
Marco, as in Marco the Phoenix, held back both Queen and King at once for an extended period of time.
And Marco held back
Marco, who is easily relative to King, was getting trolled on by Kizaru.
No, shit, my ass. No, fucking Marco was shit bombing all three of the admirals. Not Akainu,
what do you
though.
mean? When did he fight all three admirals?
He didn't fight Akainu, I don't believe, but he fought Aokiji. Remember how Aokiji tried to kill Whitebeard?
Both Kizaru and Aokiji overpowered him.
Eventually. but I still think it would be a good fight.
I'm just saying, if nobody intervened, Marco would have died against Aokiji. Well, maybe not died because the Phoenix Fruit's broken, but
Yeah, I mean, Aokiji, the light fruit is broken too. It's the speed of light.
yeah.
You can't do much about that. I think Sanji would be better
So
against that.
if
Sanji
we're
would be
saying that
better against
Marco
Aokiji.
is relative to King, who's relative to Zoro, and one of the admiral, and Marco has basically lost to admirals twice, then that puts the admirals above Zoro.
A little bit, yeah.
We then put the fleet admiral.
Yeah,
AKA
but remember, Aokiji was just an
Sengoku.
admiral.
So how much stronger do you think Sengoku is than
Oh, a lot
the
stronger.
admirals?
Sengoku was the admiral
Sengoku
for
retired.
Yeah, he retired because he was done with the world government. I don't think Akainu is stronger than Sengoku.
You don't think Akainu's stronger than Sengoku?
No, Sengoku has a fucking a mystical zone, right? He literally had produced.
Why is that better than Akainu's fruit? Akainu has the strongest devil fruit in the world when it comes to offensive power.
Hear me out here. Sengoku produced waves as strong as Whitebeard's fucking Quake fruit.
Yeah, so could Akainu.
And remember,
Akainu
doesn't have all three haki. It's not confirmed. He just has. It's confirmed he has two of them.
You think a fleet admiral doesn't have Conqueror's haki?
Yes, but remember, Sengoku.
What?
Sengoku has all three admiral hakis.
Okay, wait. So Aokiji Conqueror haki clashed with Doflamingo, and you think Aokiji, a person Akainu beat, who has Conqueror's haki, is Akainu doesn't have Conqueror's haki?
I don't believe.
Aokiji and Akainu are, at the very least, you agree, both top 10 characters in One Piece in terms of power.
Yes, I do believe that. But I also believe that Akainu isn't that strong in general. He's strong. He's strong as hell.
But, yes, you agree he's top 10 characters. Think about this. Besides Luffy taking down Kaido recently, he's the only character in the series to ever take down another top 10 character.
And that was Whitebeard after Whitebeard got injured as fuck. And technically,
no, that wasn't Whitebeard. That was Aokiji. During the time skip, he beat Aokiji and tore off his leg.
Yeah.
Aokiji, who was, granted, it was a close fight.
It was a 10-day battle.
Another interesting thing I can throw at you. I agree that Akainu's haki, even though he confirmed had the next step, aka Ryo, he was at least as strong as mid Wano Luffy in terms of haki. I'm not saying he had future sight, but he probably didn't.
I mean, Luffy, I don't give him that. Luffy's probably going to have really good observation haki.
Oh yeah,
I mean, hell, he already has
observation haki.
He already has observation haki relative to what's his name?
I'll concede observation haki to you. I think Akainu has worse observation haki than Luffy because Luffy went toe to toe with Katakuri, whose whole thing is that he can see the future.
Yeah, Katakuri. Remember in the movie.
However, Akainu had Ryo. And then fought a top 10 character in the verse and took him down, which no other character has ever been able to do. So, during that fight, which was according to Akainu the closest fight of his life, what happens to people when they have the closest fight of their life? It's been shown every time. They have a haki bloom.
Yeah.
Meaning, even though he already had Ryo, Akainu's haki would have gotten even stronger.
True,
that, at the very least, puts him above mid Wano Luffy in terms of haki level, or at the very least, armament haki level. Assuming he has Conqueror's haki, then it can also be assumed that he would have Conqueror's haki coding.
I honestly don't believe Akainu has that. Remember, he has never shown a single sign of it, besides being a fleet admiral.
But he fought Aokiji, so in Aokiji's shown having Conqueror's haki.
Source.
1 second.
I don't remember Aokiji ever being shown observation.
I remember him conquer haki clashing with Doflamingo.
I think. Do you remember the scene was like Luffy steps on Dofi's foot, and that's Conqueror's Haki Clash.
Yeah. It's been shown every time Luffy encounters Conqueror's Haki user. One Piece will
I
conquer
remember the time that Aokiji completely froze Doflamingo.
Boa.
And wasn't that in one of the movies too? I don't even think that was in one of the movies, wasn't it?
Boa. I'm just saying, I have a hard time believing that Boa Hancock is Conqueror's Haki and not the Fleet Admiral.
Yeah, but here's the deal here. Just being the Fleet Admiral wouldn't give you Conquerors. You gotta be born with it, and you gotta have
Well, the
kingly
people
ambition.
who have Conqueror's Haki in the series are kings or rulers in some way.
Yeah.
So,
also,
being the Fleet Admiral would make sense, at least.
It would make sense, but I don't believe it. I don't believe Oda is just gonna give him it. It is no. I believe Usopp. Alright, here's the deal. Do you think Usopp has Conqueror's Haki?
No.
I believe he does. There's signs everywhere. Usopp is going to unlock Conqueror's Haki. $10.
Oh, or is that because of the thing where like all of Usopp's lies come true?
Yes, and also remember the fight with Perona. Remember the fight with Perona? He made Perona foam out of her mouth. A normal person shouldn't be able to fucking do that. There's signs.
I don't think that was Conqueror's Haki.
And also, remember his ambitions. His ambitions to be a great warrior of the sea. He won't give up on that. The only time he got
I don't think Usopp's gonna have Conqueror's Haki.
I do.
I think Conqueror's Haki is gonna be reserved for the captains and the first commanders, and Doflamingo.
Here's the deal, though. Usopp will need a good power up, and Armament Haki wouldn't really do it for him. Like, oh yeah, everybody has it. But
personally, I think he's gonna unlock Fujitora's version. Fujitora being the Gravity Admiral. I think he's gonna unlock his version of Observation Haki.
True, but
where you can sense what people are thinking.
Yeah.
Because I feel like psychological battling is much more fitting for Usopp.
That is true, but also Conqueror's Haki. Imagine Usopp learns how to embed Conqueror's Haki into his little bullets.
So, what you're saying is Akainu's the strength of a normal admiral right now.
I think he's a little bit stronger than most. I think he's stronger than Fujitora and Green Bull. Maybe not Kizaru. Maybe a relative to Kizaru. And Aokiji's probably the same still. It's just, it was a fight that
so you think what you would be saying is that Akainu, one of the final bosses of the show so far, would be the weakest fleet admiral that we know of. Because we know of 3, including him, being Sengoku, the one before Sengoku was stated to be stronger than Sengoku, and then the current one, which is Akainu. And
we have no
Akainu, despite being supposed to be, at the very least, in the same tier as them, doesn't have Conqueror's Haki?
I believe so, yes. I'm saying exactly that.
So we don't know if Luffy has Conqueror. So you think Luffy's just gonna Akainu's gonna show up and Luffy's just gonna one tap him?
No, I do not believe that. I believe it would be.
He has Conqueror's Haki coding, and Akainu doesn't. So what's stopping him?
True, but. All right, that's indeed a point. But also, I don't fucking know. I got nothing there. You got me there. You got me on that one. That part of the argument is one. But also,
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I just came up with that on the spot.
But hear me out. Why wouldn't he? What if he one taps Akainu to truly show his strength?
What if he one taps Akainu to show his strength?
Yeah.
So you think Luffy is one tapping admirals now?
Maybe. I mean, he could easily.
So you think he'd one tap Zoro?
Maybe. Zoro knows Luffy extremely well. Like, extremely well. He knows how Luffy fights. He knows how Luffy is. So it would be a fight because Zoro knows Luffy.
So how many people do you think Luffy can one tap? Do you think he can one tap Magellan?
The entirety of the East Blue. The entirety of the East Blue.
Yeah, I agree, but
I mean, then again, the East Blue has some
Like, what?
pretty
Could you
powerful.
imagine what Buggy would do? He would just get the fuck out of there.
Buggy would easily solo the entirety of One Piece. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, no,
Buggy,
I felt like he'd get out of there. The battle's too beneath him.
yeah, of course. So Buggy, I'm surprised Buggy isn't the king of the pirates by now. Come on.
But we're not
We all.
comparing Luffy to Buggy right now. We're comparing Luffy to Akainu.
I still love the fact that the Battle of Orange Town might be considered like a battle between two emperors at one day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, to be fair, like looking back on that fight, how did Luffy even survive?
Easy because
Like, I know he
Buggy's
reflected like Buggy's special move, the Buggy Balls, right back at him, but
don't say Buggy balls like that. You don't just say special move Buggy balls like that, Dale.
I mean, there. To be fair, Buggy gets very disappointed whenever Luffy doesn't look at his balls.
No, but Buggy and Luffy are practically are like the same as Whitebeard and Roger at this point.
No, seriously. Anyways, to be fair, Buggy's gonna be huge force because he's allied with Mihawk now.
Yeah, and Crocodile. You gotta give some hype to Crocodile. He like went up against Dolphy and Jinbei.
Yeah.
He went up against Jinbei. No, he went up against Jinbei. Yeah. He went up against Dolphy. He battled Mihawk for a little bit. I seriously doubt he could like truly battle Mihawk. But yeah.
So, what do you think would happen if? Okay, well, let's compare this. Who do you think did better against Whitebeard, Blackbeard or Akainu?
Blackbeard was an extremely wimpy guy and let Akainu do all the work. I believe Akainu did more. But also, I gotta give Blackbeard credit where credit is due.
Blackbeard was the same level as Ace and got freaking like. I'm surprised he even like took 3 hits from. No, he took 2 hits from Whitebeard and then said he would die if he got hit by another one. But
yeah, he literally cried. Like he cried to fucking.
I mean, I would too, bro.
My guy was like, "Please, I'm your son," and fucking betrayed Whitebeard like that.
Oh yeah, but
Whitebeard should have just completely killed him. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, and the only reason he didn't was because he was the anime censored it, but he had literally only half of his head left. He had no heart. He had 2 gaping holes in his chest. He had just run through like the ultimate One Piece gauntlet where he fought Kizaru, Aokiji, and then Akainu.
Here, I have a theory here. Right, hear me out. What if Whitebeard expected to die that day?
I don't think he did. I don't think he did at all. He was fully expecting to get Ace back.
I think he was expecting to get Ace back and let him free into the world to have a new generation of pirates. But I think he fully expected to die that day.
Well, I mean, where's the evidence for that, though?
Not much. It's just a thought I had one night. It was like, Whitebeard was old. He knew what he was facing. He knew he faced against Sengoku.
Whitebeard wanted to become the Pirate King as much as anybody.
No, he didn't. He just wanted to take care of his family. Remember that.
No, he did, but he wanted to become the Pirate King and find out what gold Roger left.
Oh, Roger told him. Remember?
Oh!
Roger literally just told him.
No, you're right, actually.
Whitebeard did not give a 2 shits about the One Piece. He only cared about having a family.
I'll give you that. He wanted the right person to be the Pirate King, though. He didn't want Teach to be the Pirate King.
He said it's not you Roger was hoping for. I think he truly didn't care about Ace's origin. I don't think he was trying to train Ace as the next pirate.
No, I don't think he was. I'm not saying that.
He knew, like, it was when Ace told him that he was the son of Roger. He fucking laughed in his face. It's like, do you think I give a shit?
Anyways, Blackbeard beat Ace.
Yeah. And Ace, remember, Blackbeard at the very beginning had a 0 bounty. and Ace had 500 million. So I hate. That's also proof that you should never use the
Look at that
fucking
huge
bounty.
discussion. I really forgot where I was going with that point.
Yeah. I hate bounty as power scaling.
If you had to, no, it's a terrible power scaling tool.
I mean, I also have a question. Who the fuck is collecting the bounties of people like above 1 billion? Like, I want to see some powerful bounty hunters. Please, just show me.
Who's
I want the
collecting
next
those bounties? Well, like we only get to see like powerful bounty hunters in like the movies, because like there's the Stampede guy, Douglas Bullet. He's a bounty hunter, and he was like taking on a lot of people.
And there's also Buggy's Delivery, and
You're
Buggy's
aware
Delivery.
that Rob Lucci is a part of CP0, right?
Yeah, Rob Lucci.
He's going to be one of the final enemies in the war, or he's going to be one of the enemies in the war. Akainu's way stronger than him.
Obviously. Rob Lucci is pretty powerful. I'm surprised Rob Lucci didn't know any hockey. He might have, but
who in the Marines besides like really anyone do you think is? 1 second. I can't think of anybody who's stronger than Akainu right now.
Garp and Sengoku. Sengoku, it's been like 2 years. He's still pretty damn strong. And Garp is, come on.
I think Akainu was. I think. How strong do you think Rayleigh is right now?
Rayleigh, second hand of Roger, relative to Roger. Come on. Give him some hype.
How strong do you think he is right now?
Pretty damn strong. I mean, he still fought.
Do you think Zoro could beat him?
No. Not even, nope. No.
Not even close?
Nah.
Why not?
Well, I'm sure Rayleigh's old, but he still went relatively with Kizaru. And wasn't even trying because he didn't want too much attention comms on himself.
He was trying.
Oh, he didn't give a shit. Look at if he was trying.
Kizaru though. Kizaru wasn't straining at all.
Yeah, they both weren't giving a shit.
The one time he tried, Rayleigh said he made him go full speed to even just deflect his attack, let alone block it.
Fucking the speed of light. And you're saying
he was just kicking. He wasn't even moving though.
Yeah, but also speed of light. Light food. He is light. Well, it's called the Pika no Mi. Or the Glim, like little food or something like that. Remember, so he is light, so he's the speed of light, and Rayleigh fucking had to go full speed. So I'm saying the Rayleigh's the fucking speed of light.
Yeah.
So Rayleigh has to have a little bit of.
Kizaru would stomp Akainu because Akainu's that much slower?
Maybe. It just wholeheartedly depends on Akainu.
So you think that Shanks' first commander, Ben Beckman, would be able to stomp Akainu?
Yes, easily. Ben Beckman is relative to Shanks.
Whew. That's a statement right there. So you think Ben Beckman would stomp Zoro and would beat Luffy? Because I think Shanks is stronger than Luffy.
I mean, obviously.
So you think that Ben Beckman would beat current Luffy?
Yes, I do believe, but also you got to remember.
But Mihawk is. So you think Ben Beckman's as strong as Mihawk?
Yes.
I'm glad we're getting this all on recording.
See, the speed of light enables the user to move at the speed of light and transport themselves by the means of reflection. They are light.
Ben Beckman curb stomps every other first commander, including old Rayleigh.
Of fucking course. Well, actually, not really. Not really.
But Rayleigh's relative to Kizaru.
Yeah, and Rayleigh's also relative
Ben Beckman was able to move past it, and Ben Beckman surprised Kizaru and made Kizaru stop blasting because Kizaru didn't want to fight Ben Beckman.
Yeah, but Ben Beckman's probably at his prime right now, and so is fucking Shanks.
So, when do you think this? So, do you think the Straw Hats and Shanks? When do you think the Straw Hats and Shanks are going to meet?
I believe in like 2 arcs, maybe 3.
In 2 arcs?
Yeah.
What would come before that?
Probably we're gonna have a Zoe type arc, like a little garden. A few episodes at Whitebeard's home. Give us a little break from the thing that was fucking
Uh-huh.
the thing
And
that
then where do you
was.
think we're jumping in after? Well, I mean, they're gonna have all 4 rogue chronoglyphs.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to I think they're gonna go on a search for the road chronograph. But I also believe that something's gonna happen that's gonna detract it from their journey. Something like I don't know, someone threatens Fishman Island since that's
Who
technically
can
his
threaten
territory.
Fishman Island at this point from Luffy?
But remember, Luffy also technically has Fishman Island in his territory. Remember, Luffy claimed it from Big Mom.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
So something's
I'm
gonna
just gonna
detract
say who can threaten Fishman Island.
Blackbeard. I bet you that's how it starts. Like,
So you're gonna say Blackbeard. Blackbeard, remind you, is a man Shanks is scared of. Well, not necessarily scared, but fearful of.
Wait, $10 says Luffy never actually meets Shanks and gets killed by Blackbeard, right? And then he goes off to avenge Shanks, and that's how it starts. It's gonna be not one, just like an Ace situation, It's another regretful situation.
Because, so we're agreeing that how much stronger do you think Blackbeard got in the time skip? Well, obviously a lot stronger, but do you think Blackbeard would be Kaido?
Maybe. It really just depends. His crew, remember, he has 10 Titanic commanders from Impel Dawn, level 6.
Yeah.
And like some strong people.
So
I think his crew.
Blackbeard and Kaido are relative.
No, I think Blackbeard's a little bit weaker, but it would definitely be a fight. And Blackbeard's a dirty fighter, remember. He never fights fair, and Kaido's all about
based on this knowledge, you think Blackbeard would wash Akainu, even though Blackbeard ran from Akainu?
It depends. 2-year time skip, remember. I don't think
No. In the post time skip, Blackbeard ran from Akainu saying, "We're not ready yet."
Oh, then yeah, fucking Blackbeard would fucking die.
So he's gonna get one-tapped by Luffy.
That is true.
Right, that's a straw man. That's a straw man. He's not gonna. You never said he was gonna get one-tapped, but you think he would get washed?
Maybe.
What you're saying is that Luffy washes Akainu, but Blackbeard was running from Akainu. Like, he had Jewelry Bonnie tied up, and then they were like, "Oh, we gotta run. Akainu's coming."
True, but also you gotta realize it probably wasn't just Akainu. It was probably a whole army of Marines.
Yeah, and he had his whole crew.
Yeah.
But the only important person there was Akainu.
So there had to be at least like 1 or 2 vice admirals. But you gotta give
Blackbeard had his whole crew.
Yeah.
So you gotta give vice admirals wouldn't really be that much. He was just scared of Akainu. Akainu just made this man completely flee. He did not want the smoke from Akainu.
I don't actually remember this part. I believe you, but I have no idea.
I can show you the clip if you want.
Sure,
I can just look it up.
Show me the clip. I do not remember this part, but the one.
It was the part where he was at Jewelry Bonnie's ship, and Jewelry Bonnie's ship was on fire.
Yeah, I remember when Jewelry Bonnie. Yeah,
and
he tried to get Jewelry Bonnie to be a woman.
And then he left saying, "We can't let the Marines take it. We don't know what it was yet, but."
And remember,
and he said, "I don't want to mess with it." And he said, "We don't want to mess with that right now."
Yeah. He also didn't want to mess with Shanks too. Back in post time skip.
But a Shanks, but Akainu did.
Are you sure? What do you mean? Shanks?
Akainu stepped up to Shanks. I never said I don't think Akainu would have won, but he did step up to Shanks.
Yeah, but also Sengoku said cut that shit out. Also, remember, it wasn't just Shanks; it was his entire crew. I mean, and after a long battle versus Whitebeards, Blackbeards,
I
Luffy,
mean, I'm just saying,
everyone.
not just anyone could, like, none of the other admirals were gonna step up to Shanks.
Yeah. But Akainu is also retarded. Like, Akainu decided to anger the fucking strongest man in the world. He won, but he decided to kill Ace.
Okay, I'll post the clip in Discord. It's go to 255.
Right. Where?
General things.
Alright, let me check. Alright, here's my deal here, though. I got none. I think you win this argument if I'm being honest here. Women are supposed to be I'm gonna shoot the Navy. But I doubt they're gonna give it to us.
It's at 255, yeah.
Oh, yep, Akainu's on. Alright, yep, I see it. I'd rather avoid that guy for now. So they're definitely afraid of Akainu. Alright,
Yeah.
so I think Akainu would have a fair fight with Luffy, and it would definitely be a hard-fought battle. Akainu, it would be another Kaido situation. A long fight with Kaido. Suffered by Luffy losing at first, and then eventually Luffy would win. It'd probably be like an arc fight, basic
So
arc
if you
fight.
think that Luffy's fighting I'm just saying, Luffy's fighting a hard fight with Blackbeard. Blackbeard's running from Akainu, saying he doesn't want that smoke. That's my line of reasoning.
True. And it was one warship. There was probably like maybe a Marine. The second highest rank was probably like a Marine lieutenant. And the Marine lieutenant. I mean, remember, if they
I
wear
can't
the
really
justice,
blame you because, like, I've just been in this debate a while because, like, a lot of people tend to underestimate Akainu, which is reasonable because the only time we've really seen Akainu fight is him getting stomped. So
yeah. I mean, there's a. Yeah,
but I mean, like, realistically, like, people think Ace is pretty strong, but we've never seen him win.
It's true. I mean, I think Luffy would body Ace right now. Freeze time skip Luffy, Ace would body.
I think pre-time skip Luffy would beat Ace, if I'm being honest.
He doesn't have hockey though, so that would mess it up.
Oh no, you're right.